Hello everyone, my name is Kristen and I am the founder and creator of the First Grade Literacy Academy, and I'm so excited to show it off to you today because I have made it digital for all of our distance learning needs, and I've launched the May content early so that I can help you help teach your students from your computers at home. So I thought one of the best ways to show you what this monthly subscription is all about is just to walk you through what you get when you sign up. So when you sign up for the First Grade Literacy Academy, this is your homepage, and there's a little welcome video from me. And then, so this is the content that you'll have. Right here is the monthly resources that you get. So you can see in February, we started with making inference. In March, we talked about retell. April, we talked about describing a character, their motives, their actions. And then in May, I went ahead and launched it early because I know a lot of people need this digital content. And we focused on problem and solution. And I kind of totally revamped the system for May to give you more of what you need. So when you open, it'll show you right here that we're focusing on problem and solution, kind of specifically what that means for a first grader. And then what you're going to get every month is a monthly guide that breaks down your standard for you. It gives you 4 non-text activities, which you'll find out in the videos that I strongly believe in introducing and doing intervention with non-text activities to allow them to practice the skill before they have to apply it in a text. You have digital activity ideas, a Google Slides presentation I created for you, sentence stems and comprehension questions to ask about problem and solution in your whole group and your small group lessons, 4 mentor text examples, and 4 station ideas. And then also every month, because I know that you can't fit it all in your classroom time, one of the ways that I get closer to fitting it all in is by integrating cross-curricular subjects into my writing time during my literacy block. So every month I include different things for you to put in your writing stations also. So this month for reading, I integrated problem and solution station. Then we have a suffix central, so you can integrate phonics into your writing time. For social studies, we're talking about goods and services, and for science, we're talking about butterfly life cycle. So the social studies and science will always be like seasonal themed, and then the phonics should be where you're at in your scope and sequence for the year. So as you can see, for all of the bonus printables, you also have digital versions for Google Classroom. So if you come over here, you see your different downloads. So we're going to go into the monthly. Okay, so this is a look at the monthly guide that you'll get every month. It'll always start with your standard breakdown. So here's the standard that I focused on for this month. Vocabulary students, you need to go over with yours. Vocabulary words, sorry, to go over with your students. Some teaching tips just from years of teaching problem and solution, things I think you should know that will help you teach it. Goals for your students. So by the end of practicing the skill, these are things that your first grade student should be able to do. And then here's your month at a glance. So you can see all your whole group activities, your mentor text stations, and digital. You get 2 anchor charts and explains what to do with them. Here are your whole group activities, your mentor text with your comprehension focus questions. So basically, instead of trying to cover all of the different comprehension questions on your text, you're focusing specifically on a few. So kind of think of it as instead of swimming on the surface, you're really going on a deep dive on these comprehension focus questions. And then you have station ideas. 2 of them will be repurposed, or in this case, only one. The problem and solution is repurposed. The anchor chart you're actually cutting apart. You have a free resource from Florida Center Reading Readiness, and then 2 printable writing activities, which you can also use as an assessment if you need to. Here's your digital activities. You have a couple of anchor charts thrown in here. Here's your sentence stems that I talked about answering for whole group and small group. Here are your writing or assessment pages. And then if you want to print these book covers out for an anchor chart, those are there as well. So just a quick look at your suffix central phonics for May. Students will be given a base word, they add an ending, they make the new word and the meaning, and then words they can build in a sentence, and then the base words in their word in a sentence. So you have all of those for all of these different endings. When we do your problem and solution station, looks like this. So students have to match up the problem and solution. They have to write what the problem and the solution was. I always introduce this whole group and then I put it into a station for independent practice or use it for intervention. And then you also have like the colored versions if you want to print in color, but if you want the ink saving versions, those are here also. And then the last two things for social studies and science, it's going to look like this. It does have like cut and paste activities for you if you want them, but I'll just scroll through them really fast. It also has some really good writing activities at the end. So on this one, if I invented a good, if I invented a service, a place found a market, and then butterfly life cycle, back that one up, is the same thing. You have some vocabulary words, you have some labeling if you choose to do whole group, but then there's also really good writing activities to help save you time. There is one other thing that I wanted to show you that I helped for digital. This is an instructional video that you can either use to kind of give yourself an idea of how to teach problem or solution, or you can just assign this straight to students. You can use it however you need to. I'm really excited about the idea of using it for substitutes next year. I always worry about the content my students are getting when they have a substitute, but if I have a pre-recorded video that all they have to do is show and then guide the students through the assignment, I feel like their instructions can be that much better. So let me get out of that and get back to what the membership looks like. So that was a ton of information, but that's the kind of thing you get every month. Every month it gets emailed to you, and all you have to do is click and you go and download. And you also get access to all the months before you. So by purchasing right now, you're getting 4 months. Sorry, that's my son. You get 4 months of content. Now, besides the regular content you get, which I said right here, here's your 4 months, you also have different training series. And so by signing up right now, you're a part of the beta membership. And so we don't have a whole lot built in here right now because the videos are going to be based on what you need. A couple of people had talked to me about, well, how do I plan around just one standard? So we have this training series called How to Be Intentional and Save Time with Standards-Based Planning, which if you're not doing, message me because it is a time saver. It helps you fit everything into your literacy block. It saves you time in your classroom, and then also planning. It's amazing. You can actually use your resources year from year if you do standards-based planning. So these are just a couple of videos about how to do that. I talk a lot about essential standards. Well, if you're not sure how to do that yet, here's a training series on how to choose your essential standard. And then we also have mini classes. So how to reestablish your literacy stations mid-year, quick tips for B&D reversals. So these are just quick 2, 3, maybe 5-minute videos. And then the last thing is coaching calls. I'm here for a coaching call. If you're a new teacher, an experienced teacher, you're just trying something out in your classroom, you're not sure how to make it work. We just hop on a Zoom call, which I made a joke this morning that the whole country seems to be Zoom proficient now. So you just hop on a Zoom call and we talk it out and I give you some free tips. So that's it. That's what my monthly subscription membership looks like. It's something I'm super, super excited about, and I can't wait to have you join me. If you have any questions at all, send me a message, and I will be happy to share them with you, but don't wait because the doors are only going to be open for a week, and we have some really exciting things coming in this summer. You guys know there's going to be a gap in our kindergartners coming to first grade, so this summer we're going to have some special edition about fundamentals for first grade. So how far back do you need to take it to make sure that your students are caught up on everything they missed during these closures during distance learning? So and as a beta member, you get to help shape what that looks like. You tell me what you need in your classroom, and that's what we build the content on. So I'm super excited about this, and I can't wait to have you join me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.